Oh, you guys ready? I know you can't hear. I can't hear you. Becky can't hear you, but I can feel you. Are you ready? Everybody start. Oh, I hear Wendy. Oh my God, you guys. Tonight's a special night for our team. We are closing out the biggest year in our team's history. Wait, I just moved us. You done? Mute off. Yes. Oh, crap. Okay, we're live. That's for sure. We are closing out the biggest year in our team's history. It is such an amazing, there's Wendy's team, experience that, what an amazing year it's been. Tonight, we're going to recap everything that happened in 2015, and we're also going to talk about 2016. It really has been such an honor for Becky and I to lead this team this year. You guys have completely blown us away in everything that you have accomplished, you set out to do. And I'm right here sitting here almost speechless because it really was mind-blowing, right, Beck?
Yeah, it's just, looking back, I have to look back, to when we started this team 5 years ago. And I honestly, like, some of you probably think, oh my God, what they've done is impossible. But guys, I was there too. And what you guys have done this year, the leaders and all the new coaches and the love and the dedication, it's unbelievable. It makes me so proud. It makes us so proud. And you guys just, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're just like a baby team. Like,
yep.
Seriously, we're only 5 years in, and what we continue to do and all the new leaders that have emerged, we're just gonna crush it in 2016. So looking back, like I said, I thought this, it'll take us forever to be one of those big giant teams like that I met when I first started. But look at us now. Okay, and like, we are a team that started just us. Okay, we created it on our own because we're on a dead leg. So here we go. We're 10,300 strong, guys. 10,300 strong. We had 500 plus team rank advancements this year. I mean, guys, give yourself a pat on the back. That is amazing. 7 new 5 to 6 star diamond rank advancements. 9 elite coaches in 2014. 2 premier. We had 2 new superstars. awkward. Okay, 2 new millionaires. Awkward. But there'll be more, because I'm sure that you guys are gonna crush it and be there with us on stage. 500 plus Diesel Nation coaches at Summit alone. Like, that was a dream all on its own. Like, I cried at that luncheon because I couldn't deal with the emotion and seeing so many people of you, like, meeting you and just hugging you. It was amazing. So 2015 was amazing, and it's only going to get better.
So let's recap some of the events of 2015, and it all starts with the 4 Super Saturdays that happened in 2015, starting in January, followed by April, then July, and then October. They were outstanding. And this is just a picture of some of the events in Miami. The one in the middle was the biggest event that we have ever hosted, which was 1,100 coaches and guests in Miami with Carl Deichler, Autumn Calabrese, and Sagi Kalev. But what to me is most important is this next slide. It's what our team did in 2015 to spread Super Saturdays through the United States. In addition to Miami, our coaches held Super Saturdays in Raleigh, North Carolina, Wilmington, in Carmel, in Houston, in Atlanta, in Valdosta, Santa Rosa, Tucson, the Bronx, Tallahassee, Scottsbluff. And the big question is, where are we going next? Where in 2016 are we going to start hosting Super Saturdays? But it's not just hosting one Super Saturday. It's doing what Becky and I, leaders in South Florida, have done here, which start them and continue to build them. Becky and I started our Super Saturdays in Becky's living room in 2011 with 25 people. And now we're selling out 1,000 people events on a consistent basis and consistently getting Carl Deichler down here, consistently getting the top trainers down here. We have big plans for 2016, but that's what we want you guys to do and realize how important these events are for our team, not just for your business, but for Diesel Nation and for the network, that we continue to grow and grow and grow these Super Saturdays. So after these Super Saturdays, what happened in January?
So we had an amazing attendance at the brand new first annual leader conference in Los Angeles. You can see how many we had. We had 9, right?
Yeah.
9. Amazing guys. They enjoyed it. They got to work out with Autumn, and it was a fresh new event. This is something that you need to shoot for. You need to start working on this. Yes, it happens. The qualification period ends at tomorrow or Thursday. But this is something you need to start preparing yourself for. You want to be at these major events. You're going to hear from the top coaches and just very private trainings with corporate. So you want to be there.
And from a little birdie told me today, and I told Becky right before we started the call, that we have 13 coaches attending the New Leader Conference that's coming in January of 2016. That's positive movement. That means people set the goal late last year to get there and made it happen. So while we go through this call, I want you guys to think about, what do you want to accomplish next year? Where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself at the New Leader Conference? Do you see yourself on stage at Summit? Do you see yourself at Leadership in San Diego? These are the questions that we want to prod you with tonight, so that you can start figuring out exactly what you want to do. And like we always say, the work starts right now. Then we had, what did we have?
Oh boy.
Yes, yeah. So let me just say this, because when I was putting together this presentation, I started collecting pictures, right? And I was looking at all the pictures from Cancun, and I was like, there's only one picture that summarizes Cancun, which is this picture. So this is what we used to summarize it. But what an experience it was, right, Becky?
It is. And these events are so laid back and fun, and you get to connect with the team. And as you can see, I mean, and this is just not one moment in time in Success Club in Cancun. We were together all the time.
All the time.
I think of all the teams, we probably were together the most. And we made that known because we're party people. We have fun. But this is a time where it's not business related. We're there to have fun, to connect with the team, to grow the culture, to connect and build friendships. So you need to be at this event next year. In 2017, it's going to be super fun. That will be announced shortly. I'm sure they'll announce it
on the Surge
on January 4th. So be there, and you need to get there. So make the commitment. Success Club trip, hit it every month, and you get to go for free.
And obviously, we can't wait to go on the cruise with those of you that are registered and going on the Oasis of the Seas in March. We already have our team page open for the cruise. So if you're not in it, make sure that you are and you spread the word, because that's going to be our main area of communication for the cruise. And then we had Summit, which was, to me, the biggest, the baddest, the best summit that we've ever been to. We've gone to this, it was our fourth summit. And, when we first went to Summit in 2012, we were about 10 coaches. Okay, so just to give you perspective, guys, this whole cause really at the beginning is going to be about perspective, because you're probably sitting here and saying, oh my God, Becky and Christina had 500 coaches at Summit. Well, I'm here to tell you that our first Summit in 2012, there were 10 of us. And 2 of them were out on the Las Vegas Strip the whole time. So really there was 8 people there. 4 of them were spouses. And so there were 4 coaches at Summit in 2012. And little by little, every year it was more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And last year, or this year actually, we had 500 Diesel Nation coaches at Summit. And we have the freaking blessing, Becky and I, of hosting all of our Success Club qualifiers in the biggest luncheon that we've ever done. There was about 400 coaches at BB King's. I think that was the highlight of Summit for us. I mean, Summit was amazing, but that luncheon where our whole team was together, talking, having drinks, having good food, fried food, of course, we ate it up, and just like reflecting and planning what Summit was going to be was probably the most powerful moment of 2015. I know for me and for Becky. And then you had Summit, right? The actual Summit. And so many of our coaches were recognized on stage for new rank, for Success Club All-Star and Legends. And of course, Becky was recognized for the Millionaire Club. And you guys know that the reason why we have Summit is not only to celebrate the success of coaches, but to learn about all the new product announcements. And that's when we heard about Size and Shakeology, the Boost, and the Beachbody Performance line, and the Masters Hammer and Chisel, which so many of us are doing right now. And it was so, so incredible. And here's just a small recap of what Summit was. It's, I wish you could see where I'm pointing, but not only the biggest workout, upper left-hand corner, in the history of all live workouts occurred at our Summit. And I had the privilege and honor of working out with Autumn Calabrese on stage for that, which was the most mind-blowing moment of my Beachbody career. But, Monica and Johan talking with Autumn Calabrese, Shalene Johnson hanging out with Kara and Christy and Jenny and Vanessa. And then our girls right here in the middle, Kim, Christina, Idette, and Bridget getting celebrated on stage for their rank events. It's like, this is what Summit is. It is absolutely mind-blowing. It's not only a celebration, it really is a personal development on steroids kind of moment where you leave a completely different person than you arrive. So if you're not already on the wait list, get on it. Figure it out later. Just get on the wait list and get to Summit, because not only will you grow as a person, but so will your business.
So this year we had some major presence in test groups. And guys, Christina was in Size, amazing. Monica and I were chosen for the Masters Hammer and Chisel. What an amazing honor with this program. And now Wendy gets to be in the test group for the 22 Hardcore with my love, Tony Harden. So I know Wendy's gonna so crush it. Whatever you need, Wendy, just let me know. But guys, I want you guys to know that this is a defining moment. Like, to be chosen is quite the honor. So I want you to know in getting chosen and things. Beachbody is watching. Beachbody is watching your social media presence. They're looking at what you're doing, how you're posting, and if you have a following. So make sure that you are working your social media, that you're, branding yourself, and that you are mastering social media, because you never know, you could be chosen.
Yes, and we already know that not only with 22 Hardcore, there is a new program being released at Summit. I don't think it's any secret that it probably will involve a guy named Joel and a girl named Jericho. So, now's the time to step up your social media, your presence, your goal setting.
And your fitness.
All right, leadership. Well, let's just quickly recap leadership. You guys, now's the time to start thinking about this. Do you want to go to San Diego in October when the weather's beautiful and everything is perfect in the world? Get to leadership, because it is the premier event of the year. And this year we had 12, our most, of course, every year we've increased, every single year. We had 12 qualified Diesel Nation coaches. Some of the qualifications are posted there, but of course, look at the FAQs. You have to be a 5-star diamond and also earn elite points. Becky and I and Danny had the privilege of presenting at leadership, which is probably one of the highest honors that you can, because you're presenting to the leadership of the network, which of course we've done it already twice, which is very humbling. It's very amazing. We also hosted a private dinner for our entire team and their spouses and guests at a very very nice steakhouse in San Diego. And that's where we heard of the release of Autumn Calabrese's clothing line. And of course, Shakeology Cafe Latte was announced. And if you don't know, January 11th seems to be the day when we are all going to be able to get Cafe Latte for ourselves. And it seems to me that there's going to be a triple combo box with latte, chocolate, and vanilla, awesome. Which is incredible. That's awesome. So here are some of the highlights from leadership. The middle picture is us after dinner. It was such a great dinner. Becky speaking on stage was a huge highlight. You have Danny and I speaking on stage. Over here on the right-hand side, Becky and Monica worked out on stage with the Hammer and Chisel test group. And then on the top, you'll see probably one of the greatest moments of leadership was the team building exercise. And Monica's team, I think Amy was on that team as well. Maybe someone else, I might be missing them, won the entire thing, which was super cool. And I have to say that the top 3 teams of the team building exercise were won with Diesel Nation coaches in it. So who's to say we're not competitive?
Yeah.
Right? All right, Becky.
So guys, this was a huge year. And again, looking back 5 years ago, it was like we were waiting, like, oh my God, when will we have like a bunch of diamonds? It was just us. And look at this. We have 100 new diamond coaches this year, guys, starting with the push earlier this year, first time ever where we had such a large push to diamond, which was highly successful. How many? We had a whole bunch that first go around.
The push was, I think,
like 40 or 50.
Yeah.
Amazing. So that was amazing. And then we came right back right after Summit. We teamed up with 15-star diamonds, Liz, Lauren Duke, Michael Folsom, and Lori Stewart. And we put together the 5 of us put together an amazing push to diamond called Bring the Bling. And guys, you guys did it. Look at this. I mean, 100 plus diamonds, and you keep producing. Here, the goal here is to continue that momentum. And if you did it, then you can teach somebody how to do it. So teach your downline how to get to diamond. That is the goal of this business, is duplicate. So you did it. So now teach them how to do it.
And then we had people continuing to build and building diamonds in their downline. Here are all the new 2015 1-star diamonds. You guys use the chat to blow them up, to congratulate when you see your name. I mean, this is what it's about. Recognition, recognition, recognition. You deserve it. Own it. Let's continue growing from there. Here are our 2015 2-star diamond coaches. All these coaches here were able to open their second business centers, which is super cool. Some of them qualified for their first leadership bonus. Here are our new 2015 3-star diamond coaches: Bree, Christina, Lindsay, Melissa, Shannon, and Veronica. And our 2015 5-star diamonds: Katrina, Jeanette, Jenny, Justin, Kara, and Melissa. You guys, congratulations. This is leadership. At 5-star, you guys know you get admitted into The Wall, which is a group of the leadership of the network that has corporate in it. It's where high-level training and all the news gets shared first. It really is a big honor and privilege in our network to be included into The Wall. And all of these coaches got included this year. You want to
announce? 6 stars, Becky Cooper and Kim Carter. Way to go, guys. 7 stars, Jamie O'Rear, Amy Coppola, and Monica Lopez. And we go 8-star, Danielle McKean. Congrats, Danielle. 12-star, Katie Green. That's amazing. 10-star is, it's hard because it's balanced 5 and 5, and then, it's hard. So 12-star is amazing accomplishment.
No pressure. Katie gets a 15. Okay. And here we go. Another awkward moment. We hit Superstar Diamond Coach and we're inducted into the Millionaires Club. And really the purpose of this, guys, the push for this was not one that was selfish in the least bit. It is to show this little engine that called Diesel Nation, that's not a little engine anymore, but it was, that this is possible. That if 2 sisters could do it, you could do it.
Absolutely.
And that it is absolutely at your fingertips to achieve success in this business at whatever level you choose. But we wanted to stretch ourselves and our personally sponsored teams to this level so that you knew it could be done. I hope we did that for you. I hope we inspired you to dream a little bit bigger, and that hopefully in 2016 we see more people pushing for these bigger ranks, increasing their ranks in the leadership ladder as well, which is really the most important thing. Okay, this is important.
Okay, guys, so this is projected because obviously the year is closing on Thursday, so I'm sure nothing's going to change, but we want to congratulate the projected premier coaches this year. This is a huge honor, guys. This is rank advancement to 2-star diamond, but it's a function of leadership as well with the elite points. So it's their coaches are hitting Success Club. Their volume is growing. Their coaches are producing every month PV. And to me, this means that they are true leaders because they are producing a team that's coming together and growing as a unit. So guys, congratulate. We have Lily Rubio, Christina Lewis, Shannon Leach, Lindsay Sims, Melissa Alexander. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I'm sure we're all going to get the final news on January 8th, but I'm sure you guys locked it in. Make sure you check everything tomorrow night. Please.
Yes, please check those drill downs. Everybody check your drill downs, because I'm sure everybody in here is a part of a big goal that's happening. Another big goal that should be happening tomorrow is this. Last year, we closed 2014 with 9 elite coaches. And I'll share that when Becky and I first hit elite 4 years ago, it was just me and her. The next year, it was Mindy, me and her. And then we grew and we grew. And this year, it is projected, but is almost 100% certain that I'm going to cry, that we have 13 new elite coaches in 2015. That is, it's enormous. It's huge, because when you see other teams in the network, besides the Bombshell Dynasty and besides the Platinum Presenters, they don't have these numbers, guys. This is huge for our team. And the fact that there's more people in the pipeline setting these goals and shooting for them is huge. So right now, I just want to take a second and blow up these women, these amazing leaders that pushed hard this year, that achieved at least 5-star diamond rank, that achieved at least 135 elite points, and that continue to lead this team into the future. And obviously, this isn't all of the leaders of Diesel Nation, but these are the projected 2015 elite coaches.
It's a really, really, really big deal, guys. Really big. Like, congratulations. And guys, I just want to say, like, this is completely something that you can do. Even if you're an Emerald coach right now. We had someone go from Emerald to Elite last year in 1 year. But you need to set the goal tonight. Write it down and start working January 1st. I'm not exaggerating. The work starts January, because you cannot decide this mid-year. You have to decide and start running January 1st. So are you elite? Make the decision tonight, write it down, and then we can all break down the steps and work with you on that, but you got to make the decision and you got to believe that it's yours tonight. Claim it.
So what's next? I need to wipe these tears away, because this is important. In October, God, get it together, Chris. In October of this year at Leadership, 2 of the top coaches got on stage and talked about reinvention and reinventing yourself. You know, those coaches that had been in the network for a few years that needed to reinvent themselves to continue growing and continue growing their organizations. And it really hit me hard. And I talked to Becky, and we hashed it out. We talked about, you know, our team in 2016 and what we wanted to do, what ideal we wanted to kind of embody as a unit, as a unified team, an organization, not just our team, but our collective team, all of Diesel Nation. And this year was powerful, because I read at the very beginning, Simon Sinek's Starts With Why. And if you haven't read that book, and especially if you're a leader in this business, you want to read this book. And he talks about this ideal of having this reason that why people want to join you. And it's not the product, it's not the shake, it's this culture, feeling.
The feeling.
It's the feeling, it's the culture, it's that they want to be with you as opposed to anything else. And I thought we need something like that, something strong and powerful that's going to attract people to us, to Diesel Nation as an organization, and that you as a coach that owns your own business within this organization could wrap your head around and say, I am a part of something bigger than me. I am a part of something bigger that makes an impact greater than any Success Club point, greater than any 5-pound weight loss. Is because of me and my part in this Diesel Nation that we are successful together. So it starts with us, right? We are one team. And that while And this idea of one team means we have many, many different organizations and teams within Diesel Nation. You guys are a part of them. You've started them. But we need to continue to be unified together as we grow forward, that we have this one big picture that we follow, that we continue our tradition of fostering this family-oriented team culture. John Maxwell says that everything starts and ends with culture. Truer words have never been spoken. When you see organizations in this network that have grown exponentially, it is because of their culture and nothing else. It is not because of their training. It is not because they have one leader that's better than the other. It is because they have a culture of family. They have a culture of support and encouragement, and everybody belongs and no man left behind. That is why teams in this network grow. That is why Diesel Nation has always grown. It's because we have a family-oriented team culture, that we provide a safe and encouraging environment for all of our coaches at all levels. It doesn't matter if you're an elite coach or a brand new coach, that you are wanted here, that you are successful here, that you belong here, and that we want you to succeed here. You guys, this next one is very important, that we continue to raise our standards, that we stop being mediocre and we go for more, and that we continue growing this team with integrity and loyalty, not only to our customers, but each other. That is extremely important, that we remain consistent with that endeavor, that we are loyal to one another. And you guys know my favorite saying in this whole thing is teamwork makes the dream work. That's the mentality that we should have going forward.
That's right. And, this is a team sport. So we got to have each other's backs at the end of the day. So the next philosophy is one dream. And this year has been a big, at least for me, was a big eye-opening experience, a lot of ups and downs. And I realize now that we have a bigger purpose. Like we help people lose weight, but there has to be a bigger picture for your life. And you need to know that. Along the way, you set smaller goals, which help you accomplish that big picture. But you need to know what is your big picture. And for us, is to continue growing this team, to bring us together, help more people, help other people achieve their goals so that we can all live happy and fulfilling lives as coaches, as one dream team. So believe and focus on the big picture. You need to know that what is the vision for your life, and you need to really sit down in a quiet time and think about that. Unwavering support of each other's whys and goals. That's so important, because my why doesn't have to be her why. We have different reasons for doing the things that we do, but that's okay. But we need to know, especially in your downline, you need to know what their whys are. What is the reason that they're here? What are they working towards? And support them. Give them the steps that they need to reach those goals. Everyone's goals, big or small, are important. We just do things for different reasons and we believe different things. Respect everyone's why. Developing a vision. What you need to start right now is what's your vision for 2016? Start with this year for you, your team, and we do that every year. We sat down. Last year we did it. Yep. Our goal for this year was 12,000 Diesel Nation coaches. Fine, we were a little short. Doesn't matter. We got to 10,300. We broke 10,000. That's an amazing accomplishment. But what do you want for your team? What are you looking for as far as yourself? Your growth? How much do you want to earn? What rank do you want to be? You got to set goals with deadlines so that you can take the steps that you need to make those things happen. So sit down, now before the first and start writing these things down on a piece of paper and develop your vision board. See, look into your mind's eye and really look and see what you want out of your life and focus on taking steps to make that happen. But your dream is important. It's important to us. So take the steps to make it happen by focusing and claiming it. With all the personal development we've done, it's like you have to claim it and you have to be positive and you have to have an abundance mentality. And you can only do that by believing in your dreams.
So we talked about one team, one dream, and we have one mission, right? And we have some new coaches on this team that haven't quite grasped this mission that we're on, and then we have older coaches that completely understand where I'm coming from. But the point of this tonight is that you renew or knew your sense of purpose in what we do, because what we do is far more important than earning, that, $32 commission or those 2 Success Club points. What we do matters. If you wake up every single day in 2016 and jump on your feet and say, today I'm going to help somebody, I'm going to do something more than the person next to me, I want to change someone's life, even in the slightest bit. And that means being positive, sharing, working on yourself, because if you can't work on yourself, you're never going to be you'll never be able to work on someone else. And taking those steps forward, that you understand that what those actions do is culminate into changing so many people's lives. What we do matters. What we do has meaning, both personally, it changes our lives, but it also changes a lot of people's lives, and most importantly, our family's life. So Becky and I sat down and we said, okay, we need a mission. We need a mission statement. This is probably something that we should have done earlier in the business, but I think this was like probably the right time for our team, that we have a mission statement, one that's going to go up in our team pages that you're going to be able to read every single day, that I hope that you can stand behind. That Diesel Nation's mission is to passionately advocate health and fitness in all households while building a unified team of coaches who raise the bar of excellence, lead with love and integrity, and create a legacy for their families. Clear, concise, to the point. I think it gets to what we do as coaches, who we are as a team, and what we want to accomplish both globally and personally. So this statement, we'll put it up in banners on our team page and our cover page so you guys can read it every single day and be moved by it. But without further ado, we have put this together, right, into a pretty little package for you guys, for us, for our team in 2016. If you're a new coach, this is something probably is going to be new to you, because January is around the corner and it's when corporate announces our yearly theme. It's always a powerful moment as a Beachbody coach. Last year, it was everyone matters. The year before that, it was never give up. It's these global, amazing, powerful statements that we wrap our heads around every single year and kind of stand behind as a company. So we thought, why not do one for Diesel Nation? So in 2016, our logo, our mission, our statement for Diesel Nation is this: Diesel Nation, one team, one dream, one mission. This is going to be the way that we act, that we pursue, that we do business in 2016. I hope you guys love it. I love it. We have some more surprises in a little bit. It is something that we felt in our heart. I hope you feel it in your heart and that you can stand behind, because it was important for us to do something different this year in that theme of reinvention going forward. So what's our vision, Becky?
So guys, we did last year, and I think we even had a call last year and announced all this, but here is the goal. Here's the vision for 2016. And I want to say that the first thing is for us to remain, to have integrity. Have integrity. I don't like shady behavior. We need to hold ourselves to the highest standard and be respectful to one another, number one. So here we go. We project, our goal is 20,000 plus Diesel Nation coaches by December 31st, 2016. This is important to me. Number two, refocus on health and fitness. I think we are leaders in fitness. We're not fitness professionals, but we're out there trying to help people. You need to recommit to your fitness. And obviously, I'm with the fitness, it's important that you lead the way by being consistent. People are looking to someone who is consistent in their fitness to help them on their journey. So you take the reins and be that person. Pick a program and finish it. Each program that you choose, finish it. Get results. And most importantly, 365 days of Shakeology. Can you take that challenge? I vow, and I missed some days in this year, like the last 5 days. I vow to drink Shakeology 365 days in 2016. Do you commit to that? If you commit to that, your team will commit to that. That will help our organization tremendously, and keep our families healthy.
And did you know Carl's going to do an award, a new award for that? Did you guys hear that? Carl Deichler is going to have a new award for those that commit to 365 days of Shakeology.
Guys, this is the bread and butter. This is what keeps us healthy and fit and feeling good. Why wouldn't you drink it 365 days? So let's do it. Make the commitment today and start January 1st and drink it every single day in 2016. So that means take your packets on the cruise. Team leaders, this is going to be the exception, the standard, not the exception. You need to educate yourself on the leadership ladder. This is a true marker of business growth. Sometimes rank can be all fluff, and I think we all know that. Sometimes we go for rank and you're not producing the income that you thought you would,
or the coach is producing when you're down there.
Exactly. Where with focusing on with the team, the leadership ladder in conjunction with rank, you're going to be building a strong organization. Income is going to be coming in. You're going to have a flowing organization. So we're going to start hitting that hard in 2016, and we want you guys to reach the team leader status. 15 new organization leaders, 10 new executive leaders, and you guys, you can do it. It's time to get to work. Focus on building 50,000 a year incomes and 100,000 a year income earners. Guys, this is important. Like, this business is all about freeing you financially and from the burdens of debt. We got to get there. We can do this together. 500 plus Success Club earners each month. Okay, Success Club is a real house.
Yeah, that's gonna take the leadership of you guys that are on this call that have started sponsoring coaches into the business. Some of you diamonds, 1 stars, and I mean even emeralds that are sponsoring coaches into it. We need your leadership to do this. And this is a goal that is not a selfish one. This means that there's 500 people helping a lot of people
every month. A shit ton of people every month.
I almost said the F word. A lot of people. I mean, that is a big, big deal. If we can hit that every single month, that means our team not only is going to keep growing, but we're going to be helping so many people.
And guys, you know, for the ones that are running for Elite this coming year, one thing you could do to get to these numbers is you got to set monthly goals on how many people in your downline are hitting Success Club. I know when my first few years, I was very vigilant. I still do that, but I was very vigilant in setting monthly goals. I want X amount of people from that count for the current year hitting Success Club every month, because it is just helping the team grow together as a unit. So you got to be very, very aware of what's going on in your downline. And 25 elite coaches. So guys, raise your hand in the chat, type it in. Who's running for Elite in 2016?
Own it right now. Claim it. Claim it. Who's going for it? All right. So what have Becky and I done to kind of help the team, right, as a whole? We recently sat down and filmed some professional videos. There's a few of them. Some of them might apply to you. Some of them might not. But I think what we did was we filmed the videos that our team needed, not only for our personally sponsored team, but for you guys who have new organizations or leadership that isn't doing their own kind of thing, to own it, to have something that you can use to help your coaches, that you can do sneak peeks with, that you can watch and also learn from. So what did we do? We filmed the most important one is a Welcome to Diesel Nation video. This is for everybody. This one really is for everybody, because we want your teams to understand, you know, Diesel Nation and where we came from. So we created a video where Becky and I introduced the team to your new coaches. We introduce ourselves. We introduce, you know, how to get started as a brand new coach, what to do, and kind of those first very motivating words to get people moving in the right direction. This is something that you would send to a brand new coach that you sponsor. It's very important. These critical first steps of a new coach's career are important, and it rests with you, right? It's the information that you provide. So this is something that you're going to be able to give to them. So we filmed that. We also filmed a Success Club and Emerald training. It's very short, to the point, on why Success Club is important and why getting to Emerald is important. This is something that you can use with your new coaches. We also filmed a 3 vital behaviors training. On top of that, Becky and I have had wild success with our sneak peek videos. I told her it's something about us together and the way that we do things together that they like to see it, not boasting or anything, but they work. So what we did was we reshot our sneak peek videos into 3 so that we can host 3-day sneak peeks or even live 1-hour sneak peeks with these videos to help us recruit coaches into the business. And then lastly, for those coaches that are either about to hit diamond or our leadership that needs help with their new diamond coaches, we filmed a Diamond What's Next video. This video covers, getting to diamond and then what you want to do after you hit diamond, why it's important to keep building, hitting 2-star, what that means. I mean, we literally go nuts and bolts as to what being a diamond coach means. So this will all be available by Friday of this week, that we will all have access to, so that in January, you guys can pick and choose. Do you want to use it? Do you not want to use it? It doesn't matter. It's up to you whether you think it'll help your business.
And they will be provided under the Diesel Nation resources, which we need to get everybody back on track with using those files. Just wanted to put that in.
All right, hold on. Okay, here we go. Our 2016 action steps.
Okay, guys. So, we're here closing out the year. It was an amazing year. Maybe for some of you, it didn't go quite as you planned. But that's okay, because we have a brand new year upon us. What you need to do now is wipe the slate clean and set a new goal and go. Don't harp on what happened this year. And I can tell you, firsthand experience, that's what happened to me at the beginning of this year. I kept looking back to 2014 and wondering, why? Why am I not as successful as last year? Why are things changing? And I wasted 6 months doing that. 6 months. Don't do that. Forget it. It's gone. The past is behind you. Move forward. So allow yourself a do-over, a fresh start. Set the intention now. What are you going to do in 2016 to be better? And that is what we need to do. We need to be better. We need to grow. So revisit your goals and your why. Make sure you have one. I like to set goals per trip. So by the cruise, and even if you're not going on the cruise, it doesn't matter because it's a benchmark. What rank do you want to be by the cruise? How much money do you want to earn by March? Who do you have in your pipeline? That's an important one, because if you're looking to be 5-star by the cruise and you have no one in your pipeline, that's a problem. The pipeline is who are the customers or maybe the newer coaches in your organization that you project will be amazing in this business. If you don't have a pipeline, then you need to get to work. You need to start converting customers, and you need to start working with your newer coaches. And more importantly, where do you want to be by Summit? At Summit, there's going to be tons of recognition parties. There's going to be perks. But where do you want to be? How much money do you want to earn by Summit? Who do you have in your pipeline to get there? You got to be very, very clear on your goals. Without those very detailed goals, you cannot break it down into action steps. So be very clear about what you want. And I've heard a lot of newer coaches say, I'm afraid to set a date because if I set a date and I fail. Guys, you fail by not setting a date. You fail by not getting started. Please, we've missed goals before. We're still here. Yep. We just we moved the date and we kept going. It doesn't matter. I actually set a date to be 15-star on my birthday on May 14th. That didn't happen. It happened in September. So, I regrouped, got my things together, and refocused. It doesn't hurt to miss a goal, but it hurts and you fail when you don't even try.
Or you stop trying.
Yeah. Or you give yourself 8 months to be emerald. No. You should do that in 1 week. You gotta be a little bit uncomfortable too. And create a vision board for 2016. What do you want? Like Eric Thomas says, what do you want? You need to be clear on what you want. That again has to do with goals, and you break it down, but you need to have a direction, a focus, a vision for your life for this year. So, spend a little time, quiet time. Maybe send your kids off to the movies with your husband and spend time focusing on your goals and your vision board for 2016.
All right. You have to develop a personal development or growth plan. You guys, when I look back at my Beachbody career in what I heard along the way, from my first summit to my first Super Saturday to my first leadership, it all begins and ends with personal development. If you're struggling, you need personal development. If you're succeeding, you need personal development. If you want something, you need personal development. Yet, it is the thing that we resist the most, but it really is the most vital of all the vital behaviors. I challenged my personally sponsored team a few weeks ago to commit to a growth plan. And that means either, doing the 52 books a year, that's crazy to me, but hey, if you're a reader, go for it. Reading a book a month even, but also committing to attending a live workshop. You need to start investing in yourself. At Summit, one of the quotes I used in my presentation was, a leader invests 50% of their time on themselves, not their team, not their coaches, not their customers, on themselves. That means you're investing time and money into growing you as a person, developing your confidence, your leadership skills, your listening skills, your communication skills. All of these skills are going to be critical in growing a business. We went to Danny Johnson early on in our Beachbody businesses, thanks to Mindy Horde. She pushed us to go. It changed our business. Is she our one-all, be-all now? No, we're into Tony Robbins. Why? Because we went to Tony Robbins and we went to Unleash the Power Within. And now we both hired coaches from the Tony Robbins organization. Do you need to do that? I don't know. But what I'm telling you is, whether it's church, whether it's a seminar, whether it's a motivation event, whether it's Tony Robbins, whether it's Danny Johnson, whether it's Kara Leba, whether it's Jennifer Grace, whoever, get someone that you could stand behind their principles to learn from, because leaders and business owners never stop learning. Here's another one. Duplicate what works, not what doesn't. This was big. If you're struggling with hitting Success Club, stop teaching your coaches what you're doing. Fix it. Do what other leaders that hit Success Club and that are successful in teaching their coaches to hit Success Club do. That is true leadership, is owning what you struggle with and fixing it. If you're struggling with hitting Success Club, find out why and fix it. You want to create systems for you and your team that work. Don't create systems for you and your team that don't. That's just going to cause frustration and stress on you and your organization. And here, the big one. My business started at Super Saturday. Becky's business started at Leadership. Get to every single event. I know my team probably feels it from me every time they say, I can't go to Super Saturday. They probably sense my frustration. Why? Because I've never missed a Super Saturday. Becky's never missed a Super Saturday, because my business started on that first Super Saturday when I said, I feel it, I own it, I understand this, I get it, I want to do this, I want that success, and I'm going for it. It started at Super Saturday. I will never miss one. I will never miss a summit. I will never miss, God forbid, a leadership. God forbid anything tragic happens. This is my business. This is what I do. This is what I want, and I need to be there. So right now, you have a decision to make. Are you going to be on the surge on January 4th? Are you going to be at Super Saturday on January 9th? Are you, when registration opens for the March 2017 trip, which I know where we're going, it's amazing. Are you going to register? Even if you're a brand new coach sitting on this call, get there, because you trust me, by then you're going to be kicking yourself in the tush if you're watching all these pictures on social media and you're full throttle with your business and you're not there. So register. I promise you it's going to be a life-changing thing.
And I just want to point out that the January Super Saturday is always the same time period as my son's birthday. And I have never scheduled a birthday party to coincide with that date, because we need to be there. And as leaders of this business, and you are a CEO of your business, you need, I'm sorry, this may ruffle feathers, but you got to work these things around these events. They only come 4 times a year. 4.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. It's only 4. So I work his birthday parties around Super Saturday.
Get there. All right. So I probably showed them what was coming. So wait, give us a second. We need to get ready.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So in line with our new theme, we came up with something that hopefully will excite you. We have a brand new clothing line that you guys is available immediately. We have t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, polos for the guys. We have hats, jackets, hoodies. I know so many people up north have always asked us for jackets with Diesel Nation. So they're here, guys. We did it for you. It's available right now. We're going to post the links for you so you guys can get ordered. If you are local, I know it's amazing. Do you guys like it? I can't see if you guys are commenting, but
I know.
I hope you like it. They're amazing. We have everything. Long sleeve shirts, the works. You can see that there. But if you want it for Super Saturday, then if you are local, meaning in South Florida, then you have to order by January 6th. So write that down. If you are out of state and want it by Super Saturday, you have to order by this Friday. Okay, so if you want the stuff by this Friday to wear it to Super Saturday, then you have to order by this Friday. We will post the links and everything on all the team pages so you guys can have that. But we hope you love it. We love it. This is going to be what we wear all year long, to Summit, to leadership, to everything. So make sure you grab your stuff. It's going to fly. I'm going to order everything. I'm sure you guys know that. Becky's going to order everything. The hats are awesome. They're like trucker hats.
Yes.
And, we wear them all the time. So, okay. All right, guys. We're almost done. This is the time where it's a call to action, right? This is a what are you going to do moment. Are you going to sit there and feel all good and fuzzy inside and maybe order a hat and a t-shirt right now and then sit on it for a whole year? Or set a goal and let it come and go and not work for it? What is it that you're going to do in 2016? When I saw this, and Jeanette Maceda, I'm sure she's going to watch the replay because she's enjoying a family vacation in Canada. She shared this picture with Becky's Diamond team, and I fell in love with it. Ask Monica. I even shared it immediately with her. I'm like, look at this. I'm coming for everything I deserve in 2016. Soak that in for just a second. What is it that you deserve in 2016? I bet you that you deserve so much. You have gone through life and you've been knocked down and you have gone through trials and tribulations and tragedy and all of that jazz to get you to this moment right now, right? Where you can take this God-given opportunity that we have that has, blesses people, because you've seen it. Becky and I are as real as it comes. You know, Amy and Monica and Wendy and all these coaches that have been blessed with this opportunity, it's real. That you cannot doubt. You cannot doubt that is real, that this is only for, those alien people in the world that just get lucky. No, it's not that, because our team is full of coaches that have been successful in this business. And now it's your opportunity to say, am I going to do that too? Or am I going to just let one more year go by and not do anything? Or let my fear, let my failures, let my scared mentality, my scarcity mentality, my I'm not good enough mentality take over? What is it that you're going to do? Are you going to go after everything that you deserve in 2016? I urge you to take a look in the mirror today. Tomorrow, start working on your vision board. Look at yourself, reflect, and say, what is it that I want? What is it that this business can give me? What is it that I know that if I work, and not just, when I say work, not pretend to work. Like if you're having trouble hitting success, it's literally figuring out why. Why? Is it my communication? Do I need help with that? I'm telling you that these are skills. It's not that someone's blessed with that and not blessed with that. It's because I know that the way I spoke 5 years ago to a customer is not the same way I speak right now. I've had to fix it. And yeah, I messed up. And yeah, I fumbled. And yeah, I said things I shouldn't have said, but I fixed it. And Becky fixed it. And we have fixed it and learned and continued to grow. If that's a problem, fix it. Because I promise you that this business is a blessing. It is an absolute blessing, but it blesses those that work for it. It doesn't bless everybody. So ask yourself tonight, what do you want? And whether you're going to take the steps to get what you deserve in 2016.
Yeah, it's just like Les Brown says, you can't fit a big dream into a small life. So if you're not prepared, you know, you can say you want to be 5-star, but if you're not taking the steps to grow yourself as a leader, you're not going to get there. Make the investment in yourself. I think it all starts with belief. Belief in yourself, number one, belief in the company, belief in the products. But if you don't believe, if there's something in you that there's something that's missing in believing in the way you speak about this business, it's going to come off. You need to really check that and see what it is. Do you believe that maybe you're not meant to be successful? Because you are. Why not you? I mean, we are just two girls from Hialeah. Like, let's be real. But what we are is we're hardworking. Yeah. And what we are is we're consistent and we always show up. And we are coachable, because when someone tells us that we need to fix something, we do. That's what you need to be. And it all starts with believing in yourself, taking the necessary actions every single day, being consistent in the vital behaviors, and just doing it. But you need to set those goals and have a path of action and know where you're headed. If there are areas of leadership or in yourself that you need to fix, get a book that will help you and then implement, or find someone, a success partner, that will be honest with you and help you fix those things. Because guys, this is not rocket science, but you got to release the expectation that this business is going to happen on its own. It's not going to fall out of the sky. People don't just fall out of the sky. You may think that happens for us, but actually we work our butts off every single day, and we're posting and we're talking, and yeah, I forget sometimes to respond to people, but it's because we're in there every single day taking action, and that's what you need to do. You know, right now for the beginners, you're pushing a rock uphill and it seems really, really hard, but you're gaining momentum. And if you stop, that's the problem. You got to keep going every single day, whether you like it or not. You got to keep going and keep going until you build momentum. We believe in you. We believe in you. And at the end of the day, we're one family. So yeah, we're one family.
Like John Maxwell said the other day, which that you just jogged my memory, everything worth having is uphill. One more time. Everything worth having is uphill. About 2 weeks ago, I spoke on my friend Liz Hartley's team call, and I said that I am so passionate about this business that if Carl Deichler were to take it away from me right now and say, Christina, thank you for your service, but you're starting back at 0. Here's your new coach ID. I took your 15 star diamond away, your 21 lifetime diamonds away. See you later. You got to start from scratch. I would do it all over again. That's how much I love Beachbody coaching. That's how much I love this team. That's how much I love this company and what we do. When you wake up and you feel that conviction for what you do, and I know some new coaches on this car are like, wow, that's really weird. But you'll get there, because when you start seeing the lives being changed because of the decision that you made, you'll start feeling what we feel. And that almost like you're like drawn into the business every single day, where you need to do it because you know what you do makes a difference. That post, the way that you are on social media, how you're motivating other people. I mean, I have people message me that are not even customers and coaches and say, I get up every day and have a better positive outlook in life because of you. That right there is life changing. When you can do that for somebody else, it is the most powerful thing. So right now, you guys, it's an opportunity for you to say, am I going to do it or am I not? Am I going to let another year go by or am I not? Am I going to change my destiny? Because at the end of the day, this business, I mean, it changed ours. It changed our lives. It changed our destiny. It could do the same for you, but it takes action, commitment, persistency, and a vision, a clear vision. Seeing past your nose. You know, some people in this business see Success Club, right? This is what they see.
Yeah.
It's Success Club. It's not Success Club. It's this, this is bigger than me. What I do every single day is bigger than me. When you have that mentality, your life can change. So you guys, that's it. Cheers. Here's your champagne. Everybody raise your glass. Raise your glass to 2016. Let's say goodbye to 2015. We are heading into the biggest year of our team. Let's crush it. You guys set goals, set your vision, and let's get after it. Are you guys ready? Yes.
Ready.
So cheers. Everybody have a great night. We hope you had an awesome call and party. Let's continue partying on Facebook. We love you. I'm going to madness. Hold on. Wait, where are we again? I'm trying to figure this out. Manage. Unmute. Oh. Everybody's unmuted. Stop share. There we go. Hi, Chris. Lewis.
The screenshot.
Hold on. Wait. I can only get the people that I see right now, but ready? One. Everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Cheers.
All right, guys.
Woo-woo.
Have a great night. Happy New Year.